Hey Slayers, what's up? It is your girl Tiana, aka the Swagslayer, creator of the Swagslayer Talk, live on the Swagslayer Fashion YouTube channel, live stream to Facebook Swagslayer page every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except for Wednesday at What Soul Wednesday at 10:45 a.m. with myself and Brittany from Brittany All Bossed Up. What's up, Brittany? How are you today?
I'm doing well.
Awesome. So, my week has been a little crazy because one, I'm not listing anything. Two, my VA has, I don't know where she's been, but she messed up both days last week, so I didn't get no productivity out of that. Hopefully she gonna get her life together and fix it for this week. But I don't know what happened. I know the first time, like I was trying to explain it and then I changed it up a little bit because I tried to add on layers like a cake, and then the new layer, she was like, what? So she didn't get it. And so even though she does speak English, I don't know. I'm going to make a new video for her because it's a learning process for me and for her. So we're going to figure it out. Even though with that being said, I still have been making sales with no listing, only closet sharing, and only sending out offers. So the things I'm going to show you today, where is my screen share? Oh, dang it. I need to put it on screen. There we go. Are going to be the things that I sold last week. Some of them, like this shirt here, I literally sold last night. So I haven't even shipped it. I'm going to pull it today and ship it. I usually don't like to show you guys ones that I haven't sent out because like it could be returned, but because the season is changing and this is still a long sleeve item, I wanted to show you guys that I'm still selling long sleeve items. And this picture looks crooked, by the way, because this is one of the ones I listed that day I did the Instagram live, and I was like, oh, come list with me, because I was just like so unmotivated, and I was like, let me get on the chat with everybody and list. So trying to read the comments and take the pictures, I was like at the wrong angle and I really didn't notice, and I was like, oh well, I'm listing them anyway, I'm not retaking these pictures. Okay. So I listed them anyway and they still sold. So this was just one. They didn't bundle for the 2 for $40. They just purchased one item. This one also was not bundled. I sold last night, literally on my way to my offsite location to pick up all my orders to send out. So this is already boxed and the mail person will pick it up today. This sold in a bundle with its mate. So I had 2 of these, and I actually it's a Kendall and Kylie, the Jenner people. So I had this way longer than I expected to have. Like I really thought it was going to sell a lot faster. I think I've had this a year. So when she sent me the offer, or I don't even know, I wasn't paying attention, sent me the offer for both, I hesitated a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, and was like, oh, but why did you send me an offer for? And then I was like, whatever, just take it and ship it to them, because she sent an offer for $80 for both bags. And so I accepted it because I was like, well, I was like, and I didn't lose any money. So I did still make a profit. It just wasn't the profit I was expecting. I don't know why I just leaned over here and grabbed this snack as if I can eat and be on the live. Okay, I'm tripping. Anyway, this sold in a bundle for 3 for $15. She got 4 items though, so it still makes it $5 a piece, whatever. I don't shop the Poshmark wholesale market. I don't do that because the prices never make sense. I'm like, how am I gonna make a profit, right? But when I was new to Poshmark, I was like, ew, the wholesale market, because you could not even look at the wholesale market until you became a Posh ambassador. So I became a Posh ambassador in like 2 weeks. And then I got to go to the wholesale market and be like, yes, FOMO. They try to make it seem like you're missing out on something when you're not, boo. But then I was like, oh, these numbers don't match. I'm not buying anything. But then they sent me like a thing saying, oh, your first wholesale order will give you X amount of money off, blah, 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 blah. So I said, okay, let me try it. So the point is, I bought these necklaces. From that, this is the picture they provide, so you don't have to take pictures. This is the picture I took in my car. So you know how like in your car you have that middle console that you can lift up and put stuff in? I just set it there. And I've many a days when I was young Posher, I would photograph stuff right in my car after I bought it. I picked this up at the course at the mailbox and photographed it, and then posted it just like that and sold it. This picture was also given to me by the wholesaler, because that was back in the day when I didn't even know nothing about background removers or anything. They gave me this picture. Yeah. So it sold with these suspenders, these emoji suspenders. This I bought this LuLaRoe shirt, which I like because it's like 4th of July. It's black, but on LuLaRoe, baby, I don't care how big her doggone thing is. The sleeves are made for children. Like, I couldn't get my adult, like, it was always cutting off my circulation. I was like, how is this a 24,000X and it's got the sleeves for an 11-year-old? I said, get out of here. So I couldn't wear it. Like, I wore it once or twice and I was like, this hurts my arms. So I posted it in my private closet. Actually, when I got this one, I got two. I got the same exact shirt in a blue color. I think I still have the blue in my closet. And then these are handmade earrings that she got in her bundle. So they were $5 each, of course, 3 for $15, but however many you put, it doesn't matter. They're $5 each. Plus you pay the shipping. I don't give a shipping discount on the 3 for $15 because I'm barely making any money.
Okay.
So these Drew shoes are brand new with tags. I had these for a while as well. I thought they were, practical, somebody who needed them, but then, for work, but then we stopped going to work. So I had them and then all of a sudden nobody had a job. So they, someone sent me an offer yesterday. I accepted it. Hopefully people are getting back to work and stuff and have their own income or whatever. So I was like, yes, you may have them. They are being sent today because I packed them last night. These were not 2 for $40, not a bundle. But this is some more Hurley shorts. I got a whole bunch of these first of all, I had a bunch of these before this whole lockdown thing. And I just get them when they go on sale. And then I just, I post them, whatever. And then when they sell, they sell. But then at the beginning of lockdown, we were all closed. And then they reopened us a little bit. And the stores were like, please just take my stuff. So I was like, sure, I'm more than happy to just take your stuff. They were so inexpensive. So I bought them all. These shoes too, like when the stores opened up, like everything was practically free. Like I remember going from store to store to store. Like my car was so full, I couldn't even stop at another store because literally everything was $2 to $10. And I was like, this is crazy because they just wanted to move the stuff. They needed the money back, So I literally bought stuff for $1.99 and $9.99. I didn't buy anything more over $9.99. These shoes included, brand new with the tag. I would have kept these, but they were not my size. I have one more pair of these actually. I want to say in a 9.5 in my closet. New with tags. Look at Baby Yoda. I love Baby Yoda. We have, my daughter has one. I let her keep one because we got several of these during that time. And he is so cute. His ears are huge. So someone sent me an offer. I think someone sent me an offer. I sent them it was an offer. I just know either they accepted my offer or they sent me an offer and I accepted it. So that's already gone. This was a bundle. I love, love, love this dress. I bought this dress and then it didn't fit. I was so mad. I was like, oh my God. So I bought another one in the next size up because I wanted the dress. But this one had like this a little, it's hard to tell when you have it on. I had to like zoom in, like multi-zoom. But it looks like one string of thread is missing some sort of way. But yeah, so it's not bad. You can't see it when you have it on.
Right.
But she bundled it with this dress because Taylor is my favorite dress brand because they basically all come with tags. I just saw the tag. They basically all come with pockets is what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're made out of a good material. They say dry clean only, but I ain't never dry cleaned nothing in my life. I throw everything in a washing machine, whatever. And they have the external zipper or exposed zipper, whatever they call it. And then they all have a lining. So before all of this, when I was a different size, the smaller size than I am now, my entire closet was filled with these dresses. Like I would go to picnics, out to lunch, out to dinner, my child's school. Because if I put like a cardigan on with it and different shoes, then it's more dressed up. Especially this pink one, because it's like a satiny material. It's pink with black polka dots. Excuse me. And it has this faux belt here. And so it looks way more dressed up. This one doesn't have the pocket, or does it? I can't remember. I have this one in black too, in all black, that I can't wear anymore either. So I just need to post it. But anyway, 2 for $40 because I just wanted to remove them out of my closet. Plus I wore them. This is a Hurley Corduroy hat. I have it in the same color and in black still in my closet. It's 2 for $40. They just sent me an offer for one and I accepted it. It's brand new with tags. It's the classic fit. It has the leather band. So instead, it's not a snapback. I forget what they call this, but it's not snapback. Bathing suits are still flying out of my closet. Go, 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 go. I'm so glad because I have so many of this brand, Athleta, I think is how you say it. I got when we first opened back up and everything was practically free.
Okay.
This was a bundle for 2 for $40. It is like 90s cartoon themed Nickelodeon shirt. I try to keep these in my closet because I love them. Different styles, of course, on the front. And then this Spider-Man shirt, they got the 2 for $40 bundle on this one. This was a 3 for $15. I think the next 3. So it's just an H&M top, a divided, a Old Navy dress. I think this one has pockets. And then these Kinsey jeans. I had these jeans for a while. I thought they were going to sell with these cute little stars. I would have worn them, but they weren't my size. So, or they were my size, but they're too short because my legs are very, very long. So they bundled for $315. And I started off with almost 3 for 15 items. And then I just add to that same sale all the time. So I still have a little over 200 items because as I get things, I just automatically put it on the sale. Like I don't wait to see if it's going to sell and then change it to the sale. I just, some things I just stick straight on the sale. And then again, another pair of these Hurley shorts. I think I showed you guys these last time, but I couldn't remember. So I just added them to this one because I was like, girl, do I show these? I never remember where I left off. So I'm always like, where are we or where are we not? I was like, oh, hey, Brittany. Hey, Matt from My World Ecom. Yes, I thought Baby Yoda would have flown off the shelf as well. I have 4 Baby Yodas, and now I have 1 left. So I only sold 1 during Q4. The other one I sold, I think, the beginning of January, and then I just sold that one the other day. So I still have 1 more Baby Yoda left. And I honestly don't even think it's in my closet. I don't think it's posted in my closet because I think when my VA relisted it, she didn't relist the right quantity. So I have to go in and actually list it today because I noticed that last night as I was going to bed. I'm going to share a Brittany screen so you can see what she sold.
Boom. No, look, I always start with eBay because eBay is always going to be Bay for me anyway. For now, we never know who the Bay is going to be coming up since I got the new project. But
that's true.
So we'll see who the new Bay is going to be. But so we'll start off with this sack purse. I had this for a little while. I'm surprised it wasn't showing as like relisted because then, you don't have the star up here in the corner, but I just was ready to get rid of it. Mm-hmm. And something that I'm going to point out real quick, because I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in depth in just a little bit, is right here where it says theme 90s. Technically, it's really not themed the 90s. I just put that in there, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit later.
Okay.
We're going to talk about that later. Yeah. I made a little bit of money back, though, on the shipping, because it fitted in I got it to go in a padded flat rate. So I got a couple dollars back on that. It's always nice to win in the shipping if you can.
Yes.
So I had a couple stains in there, but hey, I noted that. So that's
when you ship padded flat rate, it's like 7. How much is the padded flat rate?
7 with eBay with the discount. I think mine is like normally like 7. It used to be like 752, but now that they went up, it's like 771 or something. Okay. Depends on what zone it's going to. I think because sometimes it'd be like 760 or 770 or 78. I'm like, okay. But it's usually less than 8. So
less than $8.
So I always, when I know I'm going to use a padded flat rate, I always do $7.99 because I ain't got time to worry about which 7 it's going to be. But these Catherine Maladrino, I wish I would have probably sent these to like ThreadUp or somewhere. If I would have sent them off, they would have done a lot better, but they sat for too long. So when I got the offer, I just went on ahead and accepted, because I think I had them listed at like $35 or something. And that's after I had marked them down, because these were in like pretty good condition. They were almost like new condition. So
oh wow,
that on that. But this is like a little anthropology dress. I just like the print on it, so I think I picked it up. This was like a thrift store item, so I probably only paid like $2 or $3 for it, but that's that on that. So it's a decent profit there. These were just old. Like I had these for too long. You see, 3 times relisted. I was like, goodbye, because I'm about to have to take them back to the Goodwill.
Right, you got to redonate them.
So, but this was a good buy. I think this was like one of my little 15-minute trips there, or 30-minute trips that I did to the Goodwill. And I think I paid like $5 for them, and there you go.
That's the best.
It was definitely worth it on those. I had to research it though, because I had never sold Todd, so I was like, I don't know. And I had them listed at like $60-something or something, and then they offered, I was just like, forget it. Just take the doggone $50, because who knows when this buyer will come across, because it took a while. So I was like, okay, I don't want to wait any longer. Just go ahead and let them go. But that's that on that. And then this Nike golf shirt, which took longer than I expected. Normally they sell pretty fast, so I don't know why it took that long. Maybe
the color.
It was going into winter. I think that might have been what it was, because I'm like, usually they sell fast. And then this one right here, it's ugly. Like, this is so fugly. Like, like if you look at it, I just don't like it. So I was like, okay, I'm so glad that I don't have to share this ugly item no more.
Yes.
For $9. Goodbye. You know what I mean? Like, and so it just sat with no likes for a long time. So that's that on that. And then this is just Loft. And Loft, I usually sell that in between $15 and $20. Like, so that was fine with me. I was like, okay, I'll take the $15. This was, I think, some Lucky Brand cropped jeans. And I sold them for $12, because here's the deal on Lucky Brand, y'all. Don't pick it up. No one else. I mean, unless it's like a special design or something, like, it's not doing well for me, period. Like, I just decided that I'm pretty much done with Lucky Brand, unless it's like a special, like if I look it up and the comps are really good, or it's a special size or something, I will. But it's kind of like American Eagle. I'm pretty much done with it, unless it's something.
That is crazy. And that's why I love that we do this, because I can sell Lucky Brand, AE, what's that other, Hollister, like that. So that's why I love that we have such different closets, and people can hear and see like what's working for you or what's working for me, because it's always so different. And that is so weird in the resale world. Like, it's never just one thing. Like, everybody has something different going on.
And then you have the specials. So that does have me to think about, how could I go ahead and do like at least one bundle on something, do a 2 for $40, or do a 2 for something. Maybe you need to do a 2 for something. And that way you could get like bundled sales, because I don't get a lot of bundled sales.
Yes. I try to encourage that bundle, because I don't like to pull and ship. That's my least favorite part. So look, I'm like, here, I'm happy to give you a lower price if you take more. So I only have to pull and ship one time.
These bad boys, I definitely lost money. Like, as far as I think I had them listed for like $75 or something. And then I just, and then I had marked it down a couple times. So maybe it was down to like, I don't know, 70, I think at this time, because they started off at like 99.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Brand is that?
It's Salvatore, Salvatore, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Ferragamo or whatever, which generally sells a lot better. I thought these would do better, but I think I listed these towards the end of summer, and so that's the reason why I had to relist them a couple times, because, and it's a size 10, that's not too big, but no, and the 8 do a little bit better maybe, but I mean, that's that on that. So I just went on.
That's also why I list on the season, because you can list year round. Things are going to sell no matter what. I don't delist my stuff. I leave it up. But when the season starts changing, and I saw that people were buying bathing suits that I listed last year that just went into winter and didn't sell, and then I was like, okay, I'm done listing sweaters and stuff. Excuse me. I started listing flip flops. I started listing the rest of my bathing suits, all my tops, because you feel like, oh my God, I've had this forever. And then you're so willing to take a lower price because you have seen it forever, but no one else has because they weren't looking for it. So I try to make sure I'm listing on the season, and then anything that's just left over from last season. Of course, I can't do anything about that, but I'm not going to list any more of the off-season stuff because I get discouraged. Like, man, no one's ever going to buy this item. And then I will, of course, take a way lower offer when the next season turns around because I feel like I've had it forever.
Exactly. So I'm like, you know what? This one just has to go. You got to give it's time to turn and burn on that one. You know what I mean? Like, but I think I paid like a little bit more than like the $5 that I normally pay. I think I paid like $7.99. They had went up. So I think I paid like $8 for those, but it was still worth the $50. I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, still tripled or whatever your money, whatever. But these I bought like, I think when I was there with you in Florida. Nice. And this was like, I have 2 items left from everything that I bought in that haul. But, I'm just like, so Vans, hey, if you can find some Vans, pick them up. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. I went on ahead and accepted her offer of $33. I was going to counter, but then I was like, well, it would only be a couple dollars or something. Like I counter for 35 or something like that. But really, I wanted to get 40, but with these being so plain, that's why I was like, let me just go ahead and take it because, they're kind of plain. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
they're simple.
Okay, yeah. So that's that on that. And then this just sold yesterday, literally.
Oh, nice.
And
I need to list on Mercari. I've been neglecting Mercari. I need to go back over there.
I put it up yesterday.
Oh, wow. Yay.
Like, I don't know if I'm going to keep Mercari because if I can't get my VA to do Mercari, then I don't know if I want to bother with it. My whole point is to not have to do any of that. Like,
Matt told me if you get her, I already knew this, but I didn't even think about it. But when he said it, I was like, you're right. You can get your you can pay for your VA to get a VPN blocker so they can access Mercari. So you just add it to, because like I use Upwork, so I can pay a certain amount per week on top of their hours in a separate little field. So I can put that amount in there, and then that money she'll just use to pay for her VPN blocker, and then she can access anything because she can say she's in the United States even though she's not.
Right. Okay. Well, that's an idea. That's a good idea. I might consider that. And with this being a large, when I was listening, I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and listen, and then if it don't sell pretty quick, I might snatch it back because it was cute. I mean, I was like, man, I could fit that because that's about me. 12, 14. That's about what I can fit. That's that on that. You know what I mean? Like, and I recall I was on some kind of chat or something. I'm always in some kind of chat. The lady gonna say, oh, okay, the pants was a size 14, so the lady should be, the size should automatically be an extra large. They should be wearing an extra large top. And I was like thinking to myself, like, no, ma'am, Brittany can wear larges. I don't have to have an extra large top because I'm a size 14 in the pants or whatever. But I'm in
because life doesn't work like that.
I'm like,
I wear a large top, but my pants are like a size 8. But I have to wear a large top because I have the girls, like they don't fit. Like the rest of my top will fit into like a small medium, but the girls don't fit into a small medium. So that made no sense. Like,
I didn't like that she did, said that, but I was just like, no, ma'am, that is not, no. So, no, that's incorrect to just assume that.
Right.
Now, look, I want to go ahead and go to this other topic, which, I have on that same sweater. I bought like several of them when they were like $10 at the time. And then I went back and they were like $5. And so I was like, I just buy another one. I was like, I could either wear it or try to sell it. There's a lot of these. I will say it's a little saturated with these, probably because they went on clearance. You know what I mean? Like, clearly, you know what I mean? So I bought mine for like $5. So I had listed it for $19.99, yada, yada, yada. But here's what I want to point out. Right here, I have it's sponsored. All that really means is that I'm doing promoted listings.
Right.
That's what the sponsored is, just in case anybody didn't know. But what I was noticing, let me see what page I'm on. I'm on page 5. Really, y'all?
Wow.
But this is with the way that it was searched. Okay. Large crop sweater. Okay. The reason why is because if you notice in my title, I have size L. No, ma'am. You need to, I think for it, I'm definitely not going to use like I already stopped using acronyms, but I didn't even think about the fact that I'm still using them with the size. So it's just something to point out, like, okay, you don't want to do that, because when somebody searches for something, they're not going to put, oh, let me put up here L.
Size L.
We're not going to do that. So
right.
That's why you want to spell it out. Go ahead and spell it out and do it, you know, because then, like, but if you look at L crop sweater, let me see what happens. Actually, it might come up quicker, I think, is what's going to happen, because, you know, you that's how you labeled it. You labeled it with the L. Let's see where it's at. It was number 5. It turned up number 2.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see? So it matters. So if I would have put mine under large, I wouldn't be number 5 back there. And then which one is the person going to, or the people going to search for first? The large. They're going to spell it out. They're not going to just put L, most likely. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to make you come up higher in the search. And then I was thinking about other words like, should I leave out size or leave out women's or whatever, and just try to shorten up the title. There's good and bad with shorten up the title.
Melissa.
You know, hey, Melissa, how you doing? Okay. But anyway, with shorten up the title, there's good and bad to that. Like if you shorten it up, then you know, you don't have as many keywords in there. You're not using all of the, you know, the information that you could be giving. So that could make your search results a little less, because you're not using as many descriptive words. But at the same time, you might end up you might have less returns. That's another thing I was thinking about. You know what I mean? Less returns because you don't have all those item specifics. This is on eBay. Right. Because if the more of those that you fill in, then the more things could be incorrect. And then that could cause one of those things be incorrect. And then, I didn't think it was 90, so I just sent it back. Like when I told you I put 90s under that one, what if they thought, oh, this is, that's more like modern. So they can say whatever they want to say to get their return. So that's just something to think about. And also, I do want to mention one other thing for people that are on eBay with these item specifics. You do not have to fill them all in. Because I was thinking you have to fill them all in. Do not put NA. If you don't have that, if it doesn't apply to your item, just don't fill it in unless it's required, because they have the little asterisk on the ones that are required. Just don't fill it in anymore. Like I was like, it burns me up because I can't have that blue circle full. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like if it doesn't apply, it just doesn't apply. And so you would have, no one's going to search. It goes back to what I just said. No one's searching for NA. No sense. Don't put NA in there because they're not going to search for it, period. So if you don't have it, then just don't put it in there. But if it's required, then you're going to have to figure out something. Like you got to figure out what, it should be there, though. If it's required, it should be there. Because they have like all these other ones like character and all that. That's not required. So just don't.
Yeah, that character one drives me crazy. I'm like, there are no characters on here.
Right. If it's not Barbie or it's not whatever they have listed up there, then don't put it. Don't put 90s. Don't, you know, if it's not vintage, don't just put vintage. But one good thing, advantage about vintage is if there's like, if it's old or something like that, then it kind of covers you on that, because they're saying that it's already going to be in a, you know, the condition could be less because it's vintage. So if they try to complain about that, it kind of helps you in that category. But I'm just saying, so that's just something to think about. They'll put in all of your titles and everything, but don't abbreviate anything, and dang sure don't use no doggone emojis.
No emojis, no abbreviations. That's right, because they tell us it doesn't come up in the Google search. And that's another thing. Now that we're talking about it, once you put your whole item together, go to Google like a customer and try to find your item, and then see if it comes up, and then see what else comes up that is your item and what did they put in their title. Now, for me, I don't do that on Poshmark because I purposely don't want my stuff to show up with the same exact everything else I'm selling. So if I'm selling item A and you're selling item A, when a customer searches, I don't want my item to show up next to your item. I just don't, because then they're specifically going to be like, oh, well, this person has it for this price, this person has it for another price. So I purposely don't do that. And so I know it doesn't always come up in the Google search, but I also know the people shopping on Poshmark aren't Googling stuff. It's people who don't have a Poshmark account who are Googling it, finding it, and then coming from Google to purchase. I don't have a problem with that. I'm targeting the people who are on the app. So even on my listing, it says 2 for $85. That shouldn't be there if I want it to show up in the Google search. But I'm aware of what I'm doing, and I do mine on purpose. So I just want y'all to know that. So like if you're looking in my closet and you're like, oh, well, she does that. That's not what you want to do if you want to show up on the Google search, because the SEO is how you get other customers to your items. I just plan my business out a little bit different on purpose. So I put that there on purpose to not show up in the search results for everyone else. So just so that's said, because I don't want y'all looking in my closet like, well, she did it and she's doing so well. Yeah, you kind of got to have a strategy for that, though. And I don't want you to think that that is the most effective strategy, especially when you're new and you're just starting out, because that can hinder sales. And you do want your people to come from Google, especially when you're new and you haven't gotten it all figured out yet. And then I was going to say something else about.
That was a good tip. I mean, I know I appreciate you, sharing that, you know what I mean? Because people might really be thinking, okay, I need to do, because they're looking at other people that are already doing it. So, but anyway.
It's time for you to work out.
That's a call, girl.
Oh, that's fun.
Spam risk. So I don't answer. I'm like, that's that on that. I don't know what kind of call this is, so I don't.
Yes. Oh, and so a way that you can put a sale in your closet, because Poshmark does not make it easy for you to advertise your sale, but there are ways, depending on how many items you have. I used to have signs in my closet that just said Converse 2 for, it said 2 for $80 because they used to be 2 for $80, but with the inflation, it's now $285. So you can put the signs in your closet. I stopped doing that because I had so many listings that I wasn't getting everything shared, and so I took those out. But when I had 200 to 400 listings, it was fine to put those sporadically throughout the closet, because then people would see it. Another way is Poshmark lets you write on your profile that shows at the top of your page, and you can put your sale there. You can change your picture, the border picture. I don't think it's a border. Good morning, Derek. How are you? It is a
hey, Derek.
Banner is what it's called. You can put it on your banner picture on your Poshmark, what your sale is. You can create that in Canva for free. And then the other thing you can do is you can make a little picture to put. Now, this gets tricky again with the SEO, because Google search wants a white background. So if you add like a picture on top of a picture that says your sale, it's tricky. That could, mess you up as well. But if you put it on the banner, if you put it in the text that they let you write, and then maybe put it on the second picture, not the profile picture, the first picture or cover photo, then it's still advertised. And then always put it in your description. That way people, know that you are having a sale and that they can bundle those items. And then of course I do a bundle discount. Mine right now is 5%. It was higher, but then like people were making such big bundles that I was like, I can't even send you all this stuff. Like, we gonna have to break this order up into several orders so I can ship it to you, because I can't send over 10 pounds. So I just made my bundle discount less because people were getting crazy, which I loved. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, then I have to contact them, and you know how I feel about talking to my customer. I pay Poshmark 20%. I want them to talk to the customer, so I don't have to.
I decided that I'm not doing no more bundling discounts, because again, it's like what you said, they just try to stack it on top of what's already there. I don't sell a lot of bundles. So I'm just like, if it ain't even, I'm not even selling a whole lot of bundles, then why is it even there in the first place? That's not even your specialty. So for me personally, I would recommend, if you're new starting out, to do that, because anything additional that you can offer will get maybe more sales or more eyes on your items to start out. And it depends on the aesthetics of your closet and how you got everything set up. Is it curated? Is it a specific type of stuff that you're selling? That always helps you actually get more sales. Mine is a smorgasbord, so I can care less. I'm putting whatever I feel like I want to put on there that I like to sell, that sells for me. That's that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what category. Like, it's not streetwear, it's not this, it's not that. It could be mature women brand. It could be, next thing could be something better for teens or whatever.
Right.
I mean, it could be a graphic tee next. I mean, I like to do everything. I don't like to limit myself personally. So my closet probably never will be curated. You know, or, just, it won't be like a certain type of stuff. You know what I mean? It won't be boho and, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it'll always be a smorgasbord.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I think too, when you come from eBay, because eBay is very much like that, people don't bundle on eBay, so that makes sense. Like you cross post to both places, so yeah, I can see your Poshmark closet not being that way. And when I first started, it was just whatever I could get my hands on. But then I realized, okay, one, there's a specific thing I like to shop for, so I was like, well, I already like shopping for that anyway, so I might as well shop for that. I like shopping for sneakers, so my closet has lots of sneakers in it. Now, granted, if someone gives me a bag of clothes, I'm going to post it. So then I get some little random stuff, but shorts, t-shirts, sneakers, swimwear, I'm going to shop for that even if I didn't resell. Like, that's just what I'm going to go to the store for. So then I was like, well, I might as well just make my closet that too, and then just make it easy. I don't have to stop off anywhere else to add stuff to my closet. I can just do what I would do whether I resold or not. And so that's kind of how I ended up curating my closet into more of a streetwear, which is not even total streetwear by definition, but it's just casual stuff that you can wear anywhere. Because of course you can wear a dress with Converse. I do it all the time. Well, not now because I can't fit into any of my dresses. But
mainly, like, this is the kind of stuff that you like picking up generally.
Right.
Like, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, because I think you're happier when you're picking up the stuff that you want to keep sharing, because you're the one that got to sit there and share all the stuff. So that's another thing that I think about too. But at the same time, if I don't like sharing it, but it sells, then I'm gonna sell it. So that's why I was like, oh well, you know, if you already know it's gonna sell, I don't think even you with your curated closet or with the streetwear, but it's something that's outside of that, but you know it's gonna sell. Like now you pop in a St. John, you know, suit or something that is not even in with what you're doing, but you know that St. John sell, you know, it's gonna sell, so you would pop it in there anyway.
And I do put random men's clothes, because what I find is men don't really bundle. They just buy the one thing and go. So random men's stuff I'll throw in there because they're not going to bundle. It's the women who are bundling. So I do try to keep my sizes between extra small, because I sell extra small. I don't have a problem with that, to large, extra large somewhere. Because usually when I get to extra large or bigger, it doesn't move for me. It just sits there. But, and I think it's because I don't have enough of that size, you know?
Yes.
So I don't typically, I'll leave it, because I'm just like, this is going to end up not working. Because what happens is, you know, you're shopping, and so you see something you like, you go to that person's closet, and then I had 1,100 items. I still have 650. Like, you have to scroll through a whole trollop worth of stuff to try to find something else you like. And that can be exhausting, because even when I'm shopping, I'm like, I don't want to search through all this stuff. So when it's more of that person saw this one item and they come to my closet, and then there's more stuff in my closet, they're like, yeah, I like this stuff. Then I have to keep scrolling through all 650 items. So that's the only reason I kind of do it like that, to keep it like that. And I still have like 200 pairs of sneakers I need to list. I just have been in these Amazon streets that I haven't listed them. And then I was going to say something else, but I cannot remember, darling. It was something. But that's the most important. Yeah, keep those emojis out of your title. Definitely write everything out. Like, put your brand first, the type of item it is, those descriptive things. And if you're not sure, go to like Macy's website, go to Neiman Marcus's website. How do they, you know, put their titles? And then again, Google search your item after you list it and see if you can find it, see if it's coming up. Because if it's not coming up, you're probably missing a keyword that's important. Because those crawlers, that's all they're doing. They're crawling all over the websites to bring it up when someone types it into Google. And I don't use Bing, but I guess you could try to see if it comes up on Bing. I just use Google, let's be honest.
I was going to say, too, don't even bother putting new. Don't. Anymore.
Right. Don't. Yes, you don't have to put it
at the front or put it at the back. Just don't put it in there at all, because it's going to come up if you put it under the right category anyways. But every now and again, you do forget to do that, and then it's new or whatever. But try not to forget. You know, let's just put it like that. And then you don't even have to worry about putting it in your title, because that's what was messing me up in the search too. I literally this morning went and took new off of that one, because I had it under new, and it was like making me be number 5. And then when I moved to new, it changes it. Of course it does, because now I done updated it too. So you know when you on eBay,
but you're right. No one's typing new. Like no, I'm not like new shoes. Like no, I just
they just looking for it. They don't think let me type in new first. So always keep in mind what the buyer might put into the search.
Yeah, what would you put if you were buying? Like when you buy stuff, what do you put? Because that's another thing. Like Nisha reminded me, when I was looking for Amazon products, she was like, "Okay, you can scan stuff." She was like, "But you also just go to Amazon and search stuff like a regular customer." And I was like, "You're right. I didn't think of that. I mean, I do that for Poshmark, but like I didn't think about it for Amazon. I was like, I'm so in the back office part." And she was like, "You can just find products just regular on Amazon. And if you've seen that product and you know you can get it for a certain price, double check it on the calculator and then, go buy it and put it up." And I was like, clever, darling. Sometimes you just have to be reminded, simple things. So
I mean, I think you need to be more creative in your thinking anyway. That's a good tip. You know what I mean? Like, think about when you find something good, you're like, oh, this one item by itself might not sell that great.
Right.
But if you bundle it, it might, or pair it with something that might sell well with it, it will. That's how you become probably good at the bundles and stuff in your closet. Yes. You have stuff that match. You thought about that. And that's what's up.
And then, too, when I thrift, which I haven't thrifted in a while because I've been doing Amazon, I thought I had a Poshmark notification, but not a notification, email. But what I do is, like, if I go through my closet and I see I'm running low on medium, then when I thrift, I'll just buy medium because I need to bring that size back up so then when people come in, they can bundle them. So I do search like that and I thrift like that by size and style because, if I have like 200 mediums in my closet, but I have like 5 smalls, I need more smalls because no one can bundle it if I don't have enough smalls in the closet. So I do go through and check my sizes. Same thing with my sneakers. They're 2 for $85. And so as they start to sell out, like, I have to pay very close attention. Somebody can't get 2 for $85 if I only have 1 in their size. So I pay attention to that too. But people, of course, still will buy 1, but they're more likely to bundle if I have 2 for them to bundle. But
like another tip that I was thinking about too, like a tidbit, like I look at the solds too sometimes, not just when I'm out thrifting to buy it, but I mean, in general, just go back and look at the solds, especially if you're talking about, okay, I got to relist this item. What's going on? I'm going back to research and find out, okay, what is going on with this item?
Yes.
I know it takes a lot of extra, on your part, especially if you got somebody else doing it for you. You probably ain't even going to do that part, but you can teach your VA. You could teach your VA to do that. Hey, why don't you go over here and look at this? And then if it's a little bit lower, give them a criteria. I will let you do it if it's this, do this, or whatever. And that way they, like when you get it back out there, it has a better chance of getting sold.
I never change my price. When I relist, it's the same price. I don't do closet clear out. It's rare that I drop my price. Like, I just relist at the same price because at the end of the day, I'm on a platform that you can offer me money. So if you don't want to pay that price, you're free to send me an offer. And most of the time I'm gonna be like, accept, let's ride. Rarely will I counter. It's like your offer has to be, I'm losing money is the only reason I counter. So I just listed at the same price. And I have some items that I know that when I listed, they were overpriced. And when I relist them at the overprice because you're still going to send me an offer. Exactly. And you're more likely to send me a reasonable offer. If the price is this high, you'll send me one here. But when the price is here, then you're going to send me one. And I'm like, oh, no. So I don't drop prices for that reason. Melissa says, it cracks me up when someone likes something, then sends a message, send me an offer. Well, like, why?
You send an offer.
You send me an offer. I also don't like when someone puts it in their bundle and they're like, will you accept X amount of money? The time it took you to type that up, you could have just sent me an offer.
Yeah. I don't like that either.
What? I'm not about to have a whole, first of all, y'all already know I'm not talking to my customer. Poshmark, I pay Poshmark 20%. They can talk to the customer. So if you type me something up, I might say, I consider all offers sent through the offer feature. And that's it. And I had that copy paste. It's pre-typed. And so that's it. Or if they ask you what's your lowest. Listen. Even if I tell you what my lowest is, you're going to send me an offer lower than that. So why are we having this conversation? I'm not having no conversations. I just ignore those comments and I just keep going. Because you can see on your email that you got a comment, so then I'll go check it, and then I ignore it. I just keep, because if you're serious, because I'm a buyer, if I want your item, I'm gonna send you an offer for my money because I want to entice you to hit the accept button.
Right.
Whatever. Any other thing outside of sending me an offer through the accept feature is downhill into nowhere, and the person is not going to buy anything. Now, I will say, if you bundle somebody's stuff, like they liked a whole bunch of stuff, you put it in a bundle for them, and you send them a message about it. I think that does help. Like, hi, I saw that you like whatever. I just went ahead and put in a bundle offer. I'm having this sale, whatever you want to say. Right. I mean, I don't like getting those messages, but I hear other people, it works for them. My bot sends out offers in 15 minutes, so I let her. Yes, my bot is a girl.
What's her name? Alicia. Alicia got this covered. Okay.
Yes, please tell her. And I don't know. I keep hearing people talking about this automated program that sends the offer for you. I don't know the name of that program, but that is genius because sending offers takes time. Lots and lots of time, especially if you do it once a week. First of all, Melissa's smart. 15 minutes after they like it. Yes, because I want you to have buyer's remorse. Because
Melissa, I want you. Listen, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have to say this because that Posture VA that Melissa told me about is the business. I'm going to go ahead and reveal that. That Posture VA it'll send it out for you. It has changed my life because I do not share my closet. I do not mess around, right? You know what I mean? So, like, listen, it's the best thing since sliced bread. And what I'm starting to see is a trend on that. Anybody that has a decent amount of stuff in their closet, not anybody, but a good percentage of people are starting to jump on that and starting to realize that that is a waste of your time to do that or to try to hire somebody to do that. That's all that extra money when you could just be clicking a button or two. And it can share your closet on a schedule. So whatever schedule you want it to share it on, it does that. It's an extension. I don't like to call it a bot, but technically it is. Anything that you do,
automated. It's not. It's just it's automation,
right?
And for whatever reason, anything that's automated, it gets lumped in the category of a robot or a bot. But it's just automation. I mean, everything else in our life is automated. But I know that people, because when I first started Poshmark, people were using automation, and then Poshmark started kicking people off the platform. So people were like terrified to use any sort of automation. But at the end of the day, people were complaining of carpal tunnel and all kind of stuff from trying to share. You cannot make sales unless you share. That's why I have a VA that shares for me. But another thing is now lately, more than way before, I definitely have seen more people come out and say that they do use automation in their Poshmark closet. And that makes sense. I understand why someone would want to. I mean, I just hired a human, but I mean, you have that choice. And of course, my human costs way more than automation because like it's an extension, you pay per month. I don't know how much this thing costs or whatever, but I've seen ones as low as $10 per month, and I pay my VA $5 an hour. So right there, like it is definitely more cost effective. But I have seen ones that are like $29 or whatever. But still, at the end of the day, that's per month. That's still cheaper than actually having a VA, even if your VA is overseas.
Right.
She said that people who got kicked off were doing dumb stuff with, what dumb stuff are they doing, Melissa?
They're not doing right. You know what I mean? Like, but that's what I'm saying. I know some higher end sellers that use these same tools. They use the same thing. They're not getting kicked off. That's that on that. If I do get kicked off, I'll be contacting them and just asking them to reach out. No. Reach out on my behalf. Help us out.
At some point, I think that, Poshmark is going to have to realize people are building their businesses on their platform.
Time for that.
And we're not just cleaning out our closets anymore. And it's very difficult for a human to literally spend the entire day sending out offers, sharing their closet, listing items. I mean, the amount of work you put in to try to get it all going is a lot. It says running it all day, every day, etc. Not running it like as if it was a person. I mean, listen, can you blame? Think about it. You have been sharing your stuff manually on Poshmark. You've been getting, let's just say, 2 sales every day, which most people don't even get that. You get 2 sales every day. Then you get this automation, let's say for $30 a month, right? When it first comes out. And then you turn on the automation and you're getting 10, 20 sales a day. Who is not going to be tempted to run that bad boy 24/7? I mean, hello, it's like printing money. I would have wanted to do that too. So I understand the temptation and I can see why they did it. Like, I'm paying my mortgage, my car. I mean, me with a human person, I pay my mortgage, my car payment, my car insurance, my cell phone bill, etc., etc. And I use a human for X amount an hour. I can only imagine how I would have ran the stank out of that automation for $30 a month and then been paying all my bills for somebody else's bills. Like, yes, I get why they were abusing it, because money was coming in like they had a printing machine. So yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense. But yeah, so we never know. We are on somebody else's platform. No matter where you're on, Poshmark, eBay, Tracy, Mercari, I don't care, Amazon, I don't care where you are, you're on someone else's platform. So, they're free to do whatever they want to do. I mean, how many people have had their eBay store shut down, their Amazon store suspended, blah, 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 blah. Just don't have your stuff all in, one place. Have multiple places that you get a stream of income. Because just like I tell people with a job, go to a job. You love your job. You're helping people. Go there, get your paycheck, but don't let that be your only stream of income, because that business could go out of business. They could fire you, anything, and you still need income coming in somewhere else. Same with your resale life. Don't let one platform be the only platform you get money from. That's why people are like, oh, I'm quitting such and such platform. Yep. Until the platform that you love cuts you off. Now what?
Right, yes. Right.
Like, don't spend all day on that other platform that doesn't make you your big money, but don't cut it off, because it's like cutting off one of your limbs. One day you're going to want your right hand back, and it's, you got to rebuild it up.
Tiana, people say that, but if you're not putting in the work on that particular platform, or you don't know that platform very well, that's another point. Like, I'm going to let Mercari go. Me and Mercari going to break up. I say that all the time, but am I using Mercari to the best of my abilities? When I did that, when I made that decision, am I actually doing that? No, the answer is no. So until it becomes, I'm actually utilizing it to its full capacity, learning that platform, that takes time. And if you've never done that and then you decide to jump off, it's because you're lazy and you don't want to do the work. Right. Different platforms.
And you may not have time.
Or you ain't got time. I ain't gonna say
much work, but don't just put something over there every now and then. And when you get a sale, ship it. Because if you do get cut off from your main platform, you at least know, okay, I can direct all that attention to the other platform. And if you're constantly putting stuff, because the platforms change, if you're constantly putting stuff here or there, you're going to know that it's changed. You're going to know how it's changed. So you're not like, oh my God, I got to figure out this platform from basically the beginning, because they're always changing. So you may not have time. It's okay. Do a little bit. Just keep doing a little bit. Get a small drip, because the small drip will fill a bucket. I promise the bucket will fill up. It may be slow, but if you got to turn this faucet off, and because they cut you off, just turn the faucet here and the bucket will overflow. And that's why I don't quit eBay. I don't like eBay, Jesus. I don't like it. Let me just let y'all know. I don't like eBay, but I'm not going to quit eBay. I'm going to just keep putting stuff on eBay, keeping up with the changes and the requirements, because if something happens to my Posh, something happens to my Amazon, my Mercari, I know all this inventory, I use List Perfectly and put all of it on eBay if I have to. And that's why I'm so grateful for List Perfectly, because it's not going to be a hard transition to transition it all to a new platform if I need to. And Melissa was saying, yes, you can be put in, they were being put in a share jail. That's not what she said. She said it doesn't make any sense to share all the time, because you can be put into share jail.
Right.
So
don't, I don't overuse it. I do literally, I mean, I am doing more than 2 times a day, but I'm doing more like 4 times a day at this point, because I think that,
Poshmark said you should be sharing your closet 10 times a day. I don't know how that's possible, but whatever. But yes, Melissa, that is smart to put your vintage on Etsy because vintage does sell better on Etsy. So yeah, put it everywhere, but I would put it on Etsy first. And then when I have time, cross-list it to wherever. I don't sell vintage, but if I did, all of it would be on Etsy because that is apparently where they just, and they can't send offers on Etsy. So they just pay the price that you have set. So there's no negotiation. It's like, boom, buy it, ship it, gone. I don't know their return policy on Etsy because like I said, I don't sell anything on Etsy. I don't have anything to sell, but I think that's smart to diversify. It's just like your investment portfolio. You don't have just one investment in your investment portfolio. You have multiple things and you're prepared that if something goes up or something goes down, like you're still consistently having the same amount of money. And we need to think about our businesses, even our job, like that's part of our portfolio of income just to make sure we've diversified that and we have that in place. So let's not forget that because at the end of the day, we are still business owners, we're still entrepreneurs, and we are still, bad A people making all kind of money to build a future and a legacy for all the people who come after us. So that's it. I'm off my soapbox today.
Okay. Well, you're fine. You're fine. It's good. I think some of the stuff that was said just, hey, it was good stuff today. So that's good. You set up your own return. Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so it's like eBay, except for you actually can pick your own return policy because you ain't got no returns like eBay. eBay says, oh, well, they're returning it.
That's true because of that guarantee, right? So it's funny how people get on there and they think that that's actually true.
No,
it's not.
Well, it's real.
So they get a return, and they had that on there, So when they put that on their listings, I look at that too, and I'll be like, I just be shaking my head because I'm like, you might as well get the benefit of saying you do because they're gonna do it anyway. Like they're gonna make you do it. So
but I think
the buyer do more.
Right. I think when you put you don't take returns, they're less likely to try to initiate return, especially if they don't know eBay inside and out. They're like, oh, this store didn't take returns. And they just
take advantage of the people that don't know the platform. True.
Right. So I think that's kind of why they do it. And yeah, you don't have to sign up for the eBay free returns thing though, Melissa. Like I'm not opted into that eBay free returns. I'm like, no, because I'm Poshmark life and Poshmark has spoiled me. Matter of fact, when I was on Hump Day Happy Hour last week with Rhonda, Terry, I don't remember everybody who was there, but I was telling them I had just got a request. So the lady was saying she thought she got a miniature item, but she ordered a full size item. She sent me an offer for $70 that I accepted. And she said she was going to return it on Monday. So she was like, I'm just going to send it back. And so they were like, can you send me more photos? So they asked the buyer to send more photos to show that, whatever. And then she didn't send photos and she just said, I can't afford it. I want to send it back. I felt bad. Like, oh, all of a sudden, whatever, because let me tell you, Rhonda calls them Joe Bucks. And then I hear all over YouTube that they're calling it the stimmy. But that $1,400, that's no money. I don't understand how people are like, oh my God, I got $1,400. And they're spending so much money so fast that they have no money. Like they bill money on top of the extra money. And now they're confused about their life. And I'm not just saying my customer because I don't know her life, but I've seen other people be like, oh no, I spent all my money and more. First of all, $1,400 can't even pay most people's mortgage. What are you doing spending through this money so fast that you didn't take care of any of your responsibilities? You didn't do anything that you were supposed to do. Like when the money, this is how I run my life. Apparently I'm back on the soapbox. I'm Derek today on my own channel. So
I started a new project. So that's right. My money. Okay.
I pay all. Okay. So they say to pay yourself first. And I kind of don't do that. I believe in that, but I don't do that. I pay all my bills first because at the end of the day, if I have my roof over my head, my mortgage is paid, lights, water, grocery, car insurance. Okay. That's the basics. All of that's paid, right?
Right.
Anything after that, I do after that. But I like how y'all spending all your money and now, your lights are going to be turned off or you didn't pay your car insurance or now you ain't got gas. Like, I need y'all to think. Like, I just need you to think. And so like, part of me was like, ma'am, why did you send me an offer for $70 if you ain't got $70? Like, come on, we got to do better as just human beings, and we got to be a better example for the people who are coming after us, because if we don't learn financial education, which I still am not, I'm not a financial expert.
Yeah.
My husband is way better than me, but he has a math logical brain and I have a creative, no kind of logical brain. And so we try to teach our daughter, and no one taught us. We had to read it and figure it out ourselves, but we have got to do better. That's why I teach that class, which I didn't teach this semester, but I plan to teach in the summer, the young entrepreneurship class, because not only do we talk about entrepreneurship, we talk about finance and investing and how money works, because school is not going to teach you how money works. They want you to be an employee, which is the modern day slave. Let's just be real. Because how can they keep their money if they don't slave you out for whatever little bit? Yeah, you're making 6 figures, but they're making $1 billion. So let's be realistic. You still ain't making no money. So I just want us to do better as humans, especially for ourselves, more so for the people who come after us, because the world is changing as it should. It's going to keep changing. That's what's supposed to happen. We have to be able to feed ourselves in our 60s. We don't want to have to be a greeter at a big box store because we can't afford grocery. We just have to read. Right now, the knowledge is out there everywhere. Before, the generations before us couldn't get that knowledge because they made sure it was very secret. You had to really, 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 really struggle to get that information. But right now with technology, there's information everywhere. You just have to take the time to read and study and take it seriously, so you can have a better future, and the ones that come after you can have a better future. And I'm off the box again. I've been on the box all day today. I'm off the box.
It's call central over here.
But, but no, we're done.
I like that. Can you put Melissa's comment back up there? Because I didn't actually know the percentage. I knew that it wasn't as many people doing it. I just didn't know that it was only, 4%. That's not a lot. That is good. So it's pushing you up in that algorithm. Everything that I do on there is to do what we do every time we hit the share on Poshmark.
Right.
It's just to put myself higher up. So even if my logic is, yes, my $19.99 sweater, that's how much it costs. I'm just keeping 100. That's how much it was in the store brand new. So technically, because I'm online, should it be cheaper? Maybe, but I have it higher on purpose because first of all, I make an offer on almost every item.
Right.
Everybody's little theory on that is different. If it's $50, if it's $20, it's $120, I'm not gonna do that or whatever. I don't have nothing. If I'm at my bottom line and somebody puts in an offer and it meets whatever I want for that day, I want the option. So for me, it's a no brainer. I put it on every single item. But I'm saying everything that I do is to put me up there first so that they can see me to give me the offer. You know,
right? So, to give yourself a better chance to make us stay out.
Get it? To just automatically try to be as high as you can. That's why I won't be putting new in my titles no more. But you know what I mean? So I was like, dang, I didn't realize that little thing was messing me up like that, or the medium being an M. I had not really thought about that.
Are you still going to put your asterisk when you relist?
What do you mean?
You know how you put the asterisk when you relist so you know that you relisted it? Can you put that in the description?
I think I could put it maybe at the end. I will check those listings.
Yeah, I will put it at the end maybe. That way too.
Affecting it. Yeah, no.
I don't know. But yeah, it's nice to know that only 4% of people are offering the free returns. But this is okay. We're going to end because we respect the entrepreneurship's time, because time is money and money is time. But I am if I'm going to be accepting returns for clothing, I might as well sell them on Amazon, because I'm going to sell more people are going to see them, and I ain't got to do the dang on freaking listing. Do you hear what I'm saying?
I agree with. I actually agree with that.
I'm not doing on eBay where I got to do all the work. No, thank you. Nothing against Melissa or anyone else who's doing that. I'm just saying.
Because everybody's business model is different, so I don't think anybody would take any offense to that. Some people ain't fooling with Amazon, or their Amazon don't want to fool with reasons, and that's fine. Same thing with eBay. Some people ain't even fooling with eBay at all. I respect everybody's decision to do whatever they want to do with their platform. But my bottom line is, if you're not diversifying in some sort of way, getting on more than one platform, then that's on you, boo. It's not good. I mean, I gotta say that you're leaving money on the table. Let's just leave it at that. You leaving money on the table, but that's on you. If that's your model and that was what works for you and keeps you
right.
You can sell at night. You need to do that.
What I love about reselling, we all can do something different and still make our money. We don't have to be a carbon copy of the next reseller. And that's what I love about this industry. That's what I love about what I do. That's why I love talking to you guys, because like Brittany will tell you all day spreadsheet. And I'm like, don't bring me a spreadsheet.
Like that. Right.
Yes. And I love that because I learned stuff from Brittany about her spreadsheet. I don't implement those things, but when she says them, I'm like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. And let me tell you this though, last thing, and we're leaving for real. Brittany has been talking about the spreadsheet forever. And I have laughed at her many times, like, girl, just cut the spreadsheet loose. But she educates me all the time on her spreadsheet. And now that I'm doing Amazon, the spreadsheet is actually important to me. Well, Poshmark, I could care less. I'm not doing no spreadsheet. But for Amazon, the velocity is so high. I need to know what I bought it for. The price changes so often that spreadsheet keeps me in line. And granted, I also don't have to fill the whole thing in because it's a software that does it. So that also helps.
Automated.
Right. But I do look at it, and because of all the things that she taught me about her eBay spreadsheet, it makes sense now when I go to look at my Amazon spreadsheet. So I just want to say that. Oh, Melissa is on Team Spreadsheet. Okay.
Hey, in the beginning, I didn't have one. So it is what it is for a long time. But that was only when I was like, wasn't really trying to be serious about it. It's just selling some extra stuff, getting some extra money in. Who cares about that?
Right.
I can track it later. I'm not even caring about that. I just put this stuff up here, and if it sells, it's great. You know what I mean? Like my strategy, I don't really have. It's not a business at this point. It wasn't a business at that point. I started seeing that it could go there though. So then that's when I started trying to implement stuff that could make it even better.
And like I said before, if you wanted to replicate the business that you have and sell it, those things that you put in place and know how to use, you can replicate for someone and sell that business. And that spreadsheet is going to be a vital piece of information for the next person who wants to, buy your business, or even if you taught, how to do it, that is vital information. So you've already put stuff in place for future that most of us don't do or even have. And I won't say most of us, we're probably about half and half. Like half the people I talk to have a spreadsheet, the other half are like, no, I don't do a spreadsheet. So, and then some people use it for tax purposes. I literally just send my bank statements and my CPA figures it out. I can't talk. Okay. We are done, y'all. Thank you.
But bye.
Don't forget to watch Rhonda today on Instagram at the Pink Diva Studios live at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She'll be talking to Derek from Fundamentals of Side Hustling. So make sure that you are following him on Instagram and you are subscribed to his channel. It's here on the screen, Fundamentals of Side Hustling. He'll be on Rhonda's Instagram today, the Pink Diva Studios at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then next Wednesday is Hump Day Happy Hour on Rhonda's channel at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then today you'll be live, right, Brittany? Tell them where to find you.
No, I don't go live today. Today's Wednesday, right?
Oh, it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I always get confused. Tell them what days you're live and where they can find you.
That's what I normally do. It's normally Hello Sunday. It's a chat that I created where you talk about your highs and lows. That's on Sundays. And I still have giveaways. So this next one coming up, it won't be this Sunday because it's Easter Sunday.
Right.
So we decided to skip that and go to the next week Sunday. So, but it's at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I do Motivational Mondays where I interview an entrepreneur or a reseller in the community. And those are always interesting. The last one I did with Flipping Girls was great, by the way.
Yes.
So, like if you haven't checked that out, just go to my channel, links in there or whatever. But the next one that I normally do is Success is a Mindset, but be on the lookout for a change up on that one because it's going to be a little bit different because I don't want to do just interviews. So I'm changing up my format on that next one, but it usually is on Tuesdays, which I'll probably keep the day, but the format will probably change. So just FYI, just something to look out for. And that's that on that. Other than that, you can find me on Instagram at Brittany Bossed Up.
Yes. And then her show, my show, and everything is on the Swagslayer TV guide, which is in the link in my Instagram bio. I am working on making it a little more dynamic. So that one is not, it's not fully put together, but most of everyone's show is on there. Give me a minute to get the dynamic one together. Gotta get my girls to test it out in beta mode. I did put Brittany's YouTube channel in the chat, so you can click there to subscribe to her channel if you are not already subscribed. And tomorrow we will be here at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, myself and Rhonda from the Pink Diva Studios, talking to Amber from Miss N's Closet. We're going to be talking about wholesaling clothing, so you can sell on all the clothing platforms. And on a Friday, we will be talking to Lewis from Lewis Moore III, formerly known as Sir Flips a Lot. And we'll just be talking about his journey, how he lives in Germany, how he sells on Amazon, how he got started, what his first product was he started reselling, and how life of reselling is different in a different country than it is here in the States. So definitely make sure you're here on Friday for that at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course tomorrow, so you can talk with Amber. And then that's all I have for you, Slayers. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.